it's time to take a look at our next region, and I'm very excited to say that we are going to get to represent for the Middle East. And of course, it could be none other than our two favorite birds, Angry and Big. Adele and Amjad are going head to head. These guys are almost connected at the hip. They're closer than me and Jammers are right now. There's no secrets between these two other than their character picks. I know that's going to be a fun game to see who they're going to pick because, listen, we've seen the combos that Big Bird's been putting up with Luke.
We have. Yeah?
He's loving him some Luke.
Sorry, GTR.
But we know that the Rashid is there. We know that the Ken's there because he's been representing that Ken in SFL and online as well. He's got an array of characters, but has he got as many characters as Angrybird?
You know, it's interesting because we know him primarily for Zeku before he made that huge transition, that amazing transition to Seth. And you know what? He is my favorite.
It's funny that you say that because I know him from Akuma before he made that amazing transition to Zeku.
People forget that he used to play Akuma. Yeah. That's the wild part. People forget he used to play it, but you know,
he's been making amazing transitions. What's next?
Well, I don't know what's next. I can tell you that much. But it's a thing where he is my favorite Seth player to watch. And again, he won the CPT with these guys in there.
I mean, there's always surprises when these guys are coming out in it, and I love seeing it because for them this is just a training session. There's big money on the line, yes. There's big pride on the line, yes. But these guys have been so close for so many years that they're not playing for that. They're playing just to get one up on each other. There are hundreds of hours of gameplay that have led to this player head-to-head, and I cannot wait to see it. Let's throw it back over to the studio as we look to start this matchup. The Middle East representing here, and it's going to be Angrybird versus Big Bird.
Again, I think this is a match that all of us are very much looking forward to. Two fantastic players who have had success at the apex of things like Capcom Cup and EVO. Very, very good players and have been so for some years at this point. But I think it is an interesting question as to which characters we're going to see. Punk, what are you looking for in this match?
You know, I'm very happy that they picked me for this region, honestly. I just want to say that because, you know, Big Bird and Angrybird are two of my best friends. So it is only right that, you know, I come here and tell y'all where it might go down. And I think that this one honestly come down to the character matchup that the two are going to play. I'm not really sure. I would assume, though, Big Bird has the Luke. You know, he's posting all the combos. He might be the best Luke player that we have right now. He posts the combos. He is one of the most innovative players with characters when he chooses them. So I look forward to seeing his Luke. And then Angrybird is another player who is very innovative. You know, he put Zeku on the map. But I think that maybe, you know, you might be surprised he may bring out a Ken or a Rashid. He does play those two characters, and I don't know how his characters fare up against Luke, honestly. And I think that is the main thing because they know each other so well. They're literally best friends. They play with each other all the time. So I think this one comes down to really what characters the two are going to choose.
Man, I feel like that's, of course, an amazing point. And outside of just the character part, I want to make sure that we harp even more on just how close these guys are. Of course, these are friends of mine as well. And at a Red Bull Kumite, Big Bird was telling me the story kind of actually how he got into Street Fighter. It was because of Angrybird. Like, these guys are friends as just like young teenagers, and Big Bird would like go over Angrybird's house because Big Bird didn't have his own Street Fighter 4 at his house. So they literally from the beginning have been playing with each other. So that makes it so that the reads, like the Yomi starts out at like level 75. So you might see some very weird decision making, but it's because of just how often these guys play each other. Of course, easily two of the best players in the world, and this is one of the most exciting matches that we have on the bill.
There's too much love here. I hate these guys. These guys are jerks. I know, obviously, I'm so happy to see these guys playing, obviously representing the UAE as well, you know, and shout outs to their sponsors as well for bringing them out here. I kind of want to expand on something that Rob said here, which is we are going to be expecting some just absolute wild stuff coming from these guys because these guys have already gone through A beats B, beats C, beats D, and they're already on like HI versus PQ. You know, like they are already so
MC squared.
Dude,
Yeah.
they have gone through hundreds of options against each other. They're going to be making decisions that are going to look wild to us, but trust me, they have reasons why that they are doing these things.
And it doesn't really get any closer than these two. In their competition in the CPT, we saw Big Bird reset the bracket 3-2 in Grand Finals, and Angrybird won 3-2 after that, right? Always going down to the last game between the two, and I want to build on what Punk said, and it comes down to the matchups. I believe we're going to see Big Bird bring out that Luke. I mean, the videos that I've reviewed, he looks incredible on the character. He's got pretty much every optimal answer you could ask for at any given range with whatever button he's going to hit you with. But Angrybird, he's got so many. I mean, when I was researching him, in addition to the Rashid and the Ken and the Zeku and the Seth, I've seen him play Ryu, Gil. There's all kinds of characters, so I don't know if he's going to try to catch him off guard or what's going to happen, but he's got to be prepared with something for that Luke.
Again, it's going to be a lot of fun. I am hoping as well that it's going to be very, very close. We still have not had that 5-4 match. Still has not happened. I feel like this is the best bet to see that so far.
Please.
Come on, commentators.
Caw. It's time for the birds to go at it, baby. Listen, this was going to be sick because we got the two brothers going at it. But before we get to the fights, we got rhythm introductions. My name is Seiko, and I'm joined with my homie Vicious. How you doing, dog?
I'm feeling a lot better after that introduction. I loved it. To be honest with you, this is the match that I've been really looking forward to.
True.
A lot of the folks in-house have been talking about it as soon as we started the day. There's going to be nothing short of spectacular when it comes to Street Fighter V talent within these two individuals because, again, they are brothers at heart. These guys have downloaded each other down to the nitty-gritty. So we're going to see how it plays out, right? Angrybird going for the Rashid. Big Bird going with the Luke. This is highly anticipated, right? Everybody's been talking about that Luke. Big Bird has been posting so much tech with this character on Twitter, and it's been reaching a lot of people. So we'll see how it plays out. Man, the Eagle Spike, there could have been a moment to get a rocket uppercut, but Big Bird a little bit of hesitant to get that going.
And Angrybird does, as mentioned by Punk, play Rashid. Obviously, the homie been playing Rashid for years upon years. You know what to do, but the stun's coming through. Stocks up, locks up with the V skill, the Popeye arms, no fries, no sides, but DP applied.
When did that stun happen? I feel like, when was that racked up?
I blinked and it was a rat like that. Chicken and cheese, if you please.
Do they have that at Arby's?
I don't know. I
think
so.
they might have some.
We'll check it out later. It's delicious. Big Bird, though, with the no Ken pick, the Luke, I like to see him play this character because, again, seeing the optimality that he's been putting on Twitter means that it's not just for show, not just about the tech. He knows how to run the neutral, too.
That was a very impressive backdash in between that string, too. Just creating some extra space for himself as much as he can. A little bit of the intricacies with the character knowledge, too, as expected for two individuals like these, the Birds.
And Big Bird, again, knows this character. Catches him coming in. DP again for the ender. Keeps him locked up in the corner. Careful what you do right here. Gets his mini mixer knocked down back to mid-screen. Oh, no!
Huge. Getting up that charged up flash knuckle. Look at the damage still. Chasing him down. You cannot escape the corner. From the crouching medium punch as well. There's going to be a great activation. It's going to get him out of the corner. Exactly. More so with the side switch and the damage. What a backdash.
His activation. And you know what's about to come, Vicious.
It's trigger 2.
You're dead. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. There's this damage. Not enough to do it. I thought we were talking about this man being optimal. He's got to be able to seal it. Big Bird's going to let him board the EXDP. Sends it up for free.
You cannot do into that string either. That was a significant gap for that crouching jab to come through. Very, very smart decision making there from Big Bird overall. I thought it was going to be over after the V-Trigger 2 activation because of the fact that you could cancel knuckle into knuckle. But again, either way, Big Bird managed to stay alive in that corner, exactly where Rashid wants to have you. But at the same time, Angrybird with just a sliver of life left, not really going to make the most of it, especially if you try to sneak in that EX whirlwind.
That's true.
Not between a normal like that.
I bet, that's how it feels. That's how it feels. Rashid players getting caught up in the corner and getting stuck there. Now y'all know how it feels because Rashid players love to live there. That's where they access a lot of the most of their damage and things like that. And Angrybird's still sticking with it. Runs the V skill raw, gets the hit too. And it's hard to react to that fireball in the first place. So you're kind of making a little bit of a read there.
Yeah, no doubt. When I saw that start up, that could be really confusing sometimes if you're not used to it. That could be a back medium punch. But we're talking about Angrybird here.
That's true. That's true.
Very, very good insight into what Big Bird wants to do and just having that reaction on deck in preparation for, anticipating that fireball. Oh boy, big crush counter now. Already into the corner is going to be pretty significant unless Big Bird could counter swing or at least swing out of there. And doing so already, just fighting himself out of the corner.
We'll see a V-shift against that heavy knuckle right there. I see a lot of people let that go for free. And Rashid has got many ways to deal with that. Crouch being kick and the EX Eagle Spike to stay all right. Ooh, a little bit of whip right there on the overhead.
Try to get a punish going off of the roundhouse. Again, being punishable, just a little bit too far out. Not really much Luke can do from that spacing. Excellent whiff punish there on the throw. Full conversion on the counter hit. Now on the assault. Big Bird's still able to fight out of this corner. Not for long, though. Oh, boy, that V-shift you were looking for it earlier.
I love that break. The jump in, don't wait. Eagle spike to stay all right. And it's about to be night-night with that throw. Angrybird slowing things down just a little bit, too, and keeping his space in place and where he puts Big Bird. And you can see that he feels a little bit uncomfortable with some of these parts. And that's probably because you haven't played the character as much, right? Like, Angrybird's been playing this character quite a bit every so often. And you can see there's a little bit more experience.
What a whiff punish there. Angrybird off to a great start already for game number 2. Just trying to go for the off-the-wall shenanigans, actually, to mix up Big Bird, but found an opportunity to escape. Oh, boy. Escape into what, though, right? Into the critical art. Tons of damage. If that's not dead, either way, there's going to be a stun incoming, possibly. Charging up the V-skill in front of him. Okay, the stun no longer there. So Big Bird with his chance to shine now. Oh, wait a minute.
Careful now. Let things go for free. Bro, if he gets the damage and gets this done, I'm writing to Twitter to Capcom. I'm telling you that right now. Heavy kick, though. The activation seals it. Angrybird, again, with this newfound, I want to say almost aggression, but also pulling it back when need be. He's got these bursts. These bursts of aggression, and he knows we're going to reel it back like that. Because I feel like the first match, a little bit too risky with it. But now it's finding a better momentum.
I think he's cleaned it up significantly when it comes to his offensive pressure. Angrybird has done a significant job of getting Big Bird into the corner pretty much start of the round, right?
Yeah.
Not taking anything too risky. Finding moments to get past the sandblast initially, right? Really taking away that option from Big Bird has been significant in the matchup so far.
True.
Let's see if Angrybird kind of resorts to that. That's a missed input for sure. Big Bird was possibly moving forward and then finding an opportunity to sandblast, right? That had to be a rolled over input from Big Bird. A significant error at this stage. Angrybird making sure that the other bird faces the proper punish for it.
Yes, sir. So let me teach you about your character. Wow, no eagle spike though, but that's not a big deal. You still have him caught up in the corner. About to call the corner in a second. My man's about to die here. This Angrybird has this mid-range game. Don't dash in. About to get that win. Wow, I can't believe those crouching lights didn't finish it. Here's activation. Off the backboard. We have optimal combos. I like that. Get the damage on the deck.
Oh, and he gets to do it again. He still has trigger. Oh, boy.
Wow, what an option.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, there's plenty of time for Angrybird to get that anti-air going. There was a trigger activation, and then Big Bird jumped afterwards. There could have been so many options for Angrybird. Either way, nice and easy going into Game 3 with the first round.
Seth Wester get the knockdown, the fist, and once again, stay in this mid-range game. Angrybird's so predicated on getting these eagle spikes to stay all right outside the corner, and we've seen how he deals with the fireballs too. Either walking in or V-skill in, now stopping the V-skill situation.
Oh, huge crush counter now because of the damage, and of course the positioning to get some of the shenanigans going off the wall.
Oh!
Another big missed input for Big Bird. You can see him shaking his head in his camera. He knows he's making a ton of mistakes that are unnecessary.
One touch to seal it. The EX does not connect. There's a lot of Bartha bomb. You know that Angrybird want to cook with that CA. But to be seeing some more action out here. Angrybird to keep it going. Just get the pick up with the V-skill. That's unfortunate.
We're going to see chip damage for sure. No, we're actually not going to see it. Instead, we're going to see Big Bird flailing about, trying to get the uppercut in between. That was really unfortunate. I can't even understand what was going on in Big Bird's mind in that moment, but I'd imagine Just a Kid just say someone got cooked. I couldn't read his lips properly. There were so many sunglasses there.
It's blinding my face. I can't even see what's going on the dang screen, but I can see right here that Angrybird definitely has a Rashid. We've seen him. We actually,
for sure.
Back like a couple months ago, he actually played Mr. Crimson in an exhibition and won by switching to Rashid. I was like, did you hand the controller over to Big Bird? But they definitely played way different, right? Like definitely wasn't just a handoff and things like that. He's definitely played this character. You know, if you play somebody and you're in a small region where you don't have many people to, maybe rotate characters and things like that, you're gonna be playing each other quite a bit. You'll learn the tendencies of Rashid, and now that may be to Big Bird's demise.
It might be, actually. Yeah, you could essentially model your gameplay after your own training partner, and then you could kind of figure out some of the weaknesses or the nuances as to how they play their strategy. But like, how much does that actually apply for Big Bird though on the receiving end of that? Because again, he's played Rashid for a very long time, and I think you would imagine he'd have the upper hand playing Luke,
right? Knowing
full well what Rashid is capable of. But again, right now it's a player-to-player match rather than character-to-character.
That's true. Here's the push. Like this jump out of the corner, crouch kick into DP. Build up that ball like Build-A-Bear. Time to finish it. Back throw. There you go. A lot more stable.
If you said Build-A-Bar, I would have been like, damn.
Oh, wait. Hold on now. Let me write that one down for later. My bad.
Well, there you go. That one's for free. I'm not going to charge you on that one.
Other one's gonna be. Yeah. $5.99 for the other ones. I get you.
The delayed crouching medium punch now from Big Bird, changing up the timing on the offense. And speaking of offense, that was actually kind of nutty. No way of stopping that. Angrybird just woke up with a jump and EX Eagle Spike. And now the mixer anti-air, keeping Big Bird contained. But no, sir, there's the target combo. A big pushback at that.
Shiv, yeah, gets rid of that EX bar. Just mixer on. Oh, yeah, we side switch it with it. Put him in the corner position, in the prison. Heavy mixer. Sun's rising. Careful what you do right here. Let a bar to get out of that situation. And it's going to go for the activation. Should be able to seal it.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yes, sir. That's big boy damage.
And I was about to say that could have been pretty expensive for Big Bird, but granted, that was the final round for him. Very, very smart decision to just spend it all. No, absolutely. Even if you didn't have critical art, I think that route was super optimal. There was so much damage on board for that. And I do like that swing coming in from Big Bird. A lot cleaner than the round we saw earlier. There was significant mistakes, mostly input errors.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's changing it up. Or I'm glad that nothing's going haywire, at least for his controller, right?
That's true, that's true. And I think that also Angrybird starting to have these mistakes, and the capitalization from Big Bird is help riding things right back. We saw the B skill get punished, and Luke gets so much off that crouching light. So he stays all right. We're 2-2 right here, even things out. And we talked about, or at least the analysts talked about, how we might be seeing a close match like that. These two people have been playing years upon years, so if we're gonna get a close match, it's definitely gonna be this one.
I hope we didn't just jinx it. Right?
Oh man, I hope so too. Oh,
I'm gonna blame you.
You might have to. Might get a tweet later.
A tweet longer, if anything. Back throw now. This is going to be significant for Big Bird, or excuse me, for Angrybird. The V skill, you're not allowed to do that within that range, right? The V skill just moves Rashid so far forward for the punish. And look at that, Big Bird getting a confirm of his own, spending that bar, but mostly for the opportunity to fight back into the middle of the stage rather than get cornered up. Ooh, that was pretty scary.
Yeah, if you miss that, you're going to get hit with a lot of damage. Oki, use the activation. The spike. Heavy knuckles, and the shots too. Good blocks though. Angrybird side. Staying solid with it. A lot of each are going to use.
Oh. I like that so far from Angrybird. It's going to be kind of tough now. The throw, yeah, important tech there from Big Bird. Charging up the V-skill in front of him. Angrybird was not able to contest it. Instead, eats a target combo, getting into the full sequence from the trigger. And you see the no chaser immediately after as Big Bird try to get the open situation. EX uppercut.
The wait, the bait. Make that man defibrillate. Hit him with the beep, beep, beep. Now the
time of death.
Time of death.
We'll call it later, actually.
Yeah,
I don't even know what time it is right now.
I watch with me. I was looking down like, oh, I ain't got nothing on my wrist, you know? But Angrybird staying solid with it. I like these baits every so often to just make Big Bird so antsy that he wants the EXDP for free. No, sir, you got to pay for those.
Very significant now. Big Bird does get the forward throw. And it could lead to a lot of Oki situations, but at the same time, a little reluctancy because Angrybird had so much meter. EX uppercut finding the mark. We haven't seen that in a while, or at least find the mark on defense, at least.
True. Needs to pick up too. Go for the pressure. Put him in the corner. There's so many ways that this character can get out. B skill gets the hit, doubling down with it. No JB. I would have got hit. I think if he would have JB, would have got hit though.
What a whiff punish there from Big Bird. And what an answer afterwards. Going for the critical art, had to spend it. I understand that. I think there could have been a bigger sequence, obviously, if you were able to low medium kick, EX flash knuckle. But I don't know how much damage it would have been. So I think guaranteeing it in that moment, I think it's still a smart decision.
Yeah, not a bad option. Do whatever you got to do to seal it right here. Take the momentum back. Get the momentum in your hands, but all these hits are landing right here for Big Bird. He gets the corner push, fights back with the target combo. Oki wakes up with just the back row light.
Charging up the wrists, the forearms. The V-skill 1. And I love that normal. The way it looks too, it's animated. It's so sick looking. That medium kick from Luke. There it is again.
Back.
A great time to use that spacing. Gets the Oki off to the target combo. Important tech there from Angrybird. Does not get him into the corner. That's the activation route he was looking for so long.
Trying to jump in, but he's out of there. The spike situation sends him, or I should say the mixer sends him to the corner, but we fighting back like that. The Oki. So these target combos have been on the money in terms of, oh my God, the target combos have been on the money. No funny. Super situation to seal it, and that's it. Big Bird going up 3-2.
I think this is the first shift in matches so far between the two. I think this is the first time Big Bird has gone to lead over Angrybird, if I'm not mistaken.
Got hands to a 10 at the ready, staying steady. This dude has found his mark. The whiff punishes, the annoyance I feel like in the neutral, and the damage output that he's been able to get has been a lot better. Also, less EXP piece being invaded. And he's starting to be weighted a little bit more. He's starting to let that hit at the right time instead of just busting out on the baits. Also, we've not seen the stops on the V-Skill. We're not seeing Angrybird at Santos ranges where V-Skill is going to be a assured hit. And maybe that's like to his detriment.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think there's been a lot for him to even try, like for even soliciting the use of V-Skill 1 other than the Sandblaster. Right?
Yeah. Or to stop the V-Skill 2 stock up from Big Bird is what I mean. But even then, that's
the V-Skill 1,
though.
the V-Skill 1 stock up,
The V-Skill 1.
I understand.
Yeah.
Just in that space. We haven't seen a lot of pressure coming in from crouching medium, or excuse me, crouching heavy punch from the Rashid as often, I think. You know, Angrybird hasn't really gone to that option as much yet. Which is surprising, right? Because we see that window wiper every time when Rashid's on play.
Clean up people left and right. Back though. Look at that media situation.
Oh, he missed it. Yeah, off of the roundhouse from the back throw. That can leave you at a +1 scenario. Oh boy.
EX side switch with the yes sir. Another eagle spike to stay all right. Big Bird fighting back like that. I'm sorry, Angrybird. It's so hard because you get confused because they switch the characters.
Oh, just because they both have bird in their name, you're gonna mix them up like that? I see how it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh boy, what a cross-cut DP. Very significant now, pushing Angrybird even further into the corner. All from that one sequence.
Oh, them jabs, as Shine has put it, are toxic.
Oh, he didn't actually get the air-to-air. Huh.
The activation, I like how Big Bird's backing off, waiting for that activation bit. The crouch kick comes through with a clutch. The stun is done.
And he's actually dead. Does get that extra charge up from the V-Skill. Plenty of time to utilize. He didn't even need the Flash Knuckle to continue that combo. Just the damage output on this character alone is ridiculous. Granted, he spent 2 bars on it.
True.
He deserves
That's
it.
fair. He deserves it. He needs it. Capcom, he needs it. Right now, Angrybird needs to be a little bit more stable. Big Bird, however, is doing a fantastic job of staying outside these pain point zones, which was actually what was happening previous in the match.
Oh,
the crush like that, the side switch with the heavy mixer.
Yeah, very significant side switch, but Big Bird has been pretty intimidating, just walking forward within the ranges that Angrybird wants to play at. And you talked about that V-Skill, the punish on the V-Skill charge up, actually. Skill 1 to skill 1.
The backboard, the follow-up. Just gets out of the corner, that's fine. At least get the position in.
Temporarily, at least. Angrybird now on the offensive. What's going to happen here? Jumping forward, but still dashing underneath. Big Bird with the transition and the read overall against Angrybird. Look at the damage now. Watch out for that Oki.
Put himself in the corner. This might be unfortunate. There's a lot of bar at the bottom for Big Bird to cook with. And Angrybird looking like he on the menu. Time to fry.
That was super smart from Big Bird. Can I say the discipline he had towards the end was pretty significant. When Angrybird jumped off of the wall, I was expecting an eagle spike, and then I was also expecting, I was like, oh, it didn't come out. I was also expecting a rocket up or maybe to just dissipate that whole option. But there was nothing from both players. Angrybird just jumped in. Big Bird did nothing about it. That was actually the scariest moment because it could have changed everything.
The turn on could have been at that point, but having that solidity also comes with knowing the other person, playing them millions and millions of games. If you want to try to hold things back for tournament time, there's still little bits that leak out, and they're like, okay, I know that they won't do this here, and that's why you're seeing like that high level gameplay right here, right off the bat, all the way through. We're at like the penthouse suite at the very top of it. We've already skipped all the formalities. We're at the top right here, and we're at maybe the final game as Big Bird is on game point, but however, Angrybird puts him in the corner.
I'm telling you, man, we might have just jinxed it.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
We don't know that yet. We don't know that.
Right now.
Did you see that side switch? That was actually disgusting. That tech was super sick from Big Bird.
And the throw?
Not quite stunned yet.
Oh, the fade away. The finesse and plus put this man to rest. Good night.
Oh, no. Looking at it again. Big Bird at exhibition point against his brethren, Angrybird. Now, this is pretty significant at that because, again, Adele, a.k.a. Big Bird, putting this character in the lab and seeing what he does with it against his partner, that is pretty significant. Now I'm kind of curious as to whether or not he sticks with Luke for the rest of the season. But hold on. We'll see how this plays out right now. Again, at exhibition point, Big Bird being able to space out, spending the meter for the EX Sandblaster, chipping away at Angrybird now. The charge up Flash Knuckle.
Oh, no V-shift on that. It's going to hold that. Uh-oh.
Oh, not again.
Big punch right here. Puts him in the corner. Fill up some of that bar, too. This is where, again, Rashid gets that big access to damage. That V-Trigger 2 stocked up, locked up. But you see Angrybird pensive, walking back like that, now puts himself in the corner.
Boy.
The dash-up situation, this is painful.
And look at that, just a plethora of jabs, too. Just kind of slowly chipping away at Angrybird. The V-shift could have been punished.
That would have been so sick. I'm so sorry, Jeremy.
No worries. I almost pushed you off last time. It's fine. Actually, one hit, one solid confirm into the critical art. That could have been significant.
That could have been it. I think we're going to finish it. I want to come back like that.
Uh-oh. He still has another V-shift to get something very... Oh, boy, could get a punish, but no. Angrybird staying alive. We like that.
I want to see more games. I want to see more games. I want to see more games. I want to see it go to the limit, and it might still happen as he stays off set point for a little bit longer. Angrybird able to just ride the same momentum that Big Bird's going right here with it. EX.
He tried to interrupt it. That's a cool combo. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
That's really tight. We double windshield wipe. Make sure everything's clean.
The exchange so far has been in the benefit of Angrybird just outside of the ranges. What a jump in against the Sandblaster. He was looking for that.
Ooh, the
and perfect. Giving himself the throw bait, sweep and activation has to do it. I love how he takes the time to go for the V-skill activation instead of the side switch.
What's that big boy damage? It can definitely come through. Gotta find those conversions.
He still managed. Oh, there's gonna be a ton of damage. A ton of damage incoming. Oh my God, 2 bars, please.
Needs it. Still, Big Bird has him. Here's the activation, though. We out of there. Good escape. The medium punch, trying to get that jump in. It's your situation.
Good thing the trigger was there. Excuse me, the V-skill was there. It could still be anybody's game.
Oh, you whipped that button once again. He's been ready and staying steady. Stocks up with the V-skill.
Oh, that's
Runs a roll plus. Yeah, I would have V-shifted too.
Okay, this is going to be a critical art situation for Angrybird. He might actually get the chip down.
But the hit doesn't. The meat. Big Bird takes it over Angrybird.
Why does that sound effect live rent free in my head?
I don't know. It's like Roadrunner beating somebody up in the corner. It's meat. But that's Big Bird taking it in the end, getting that win.
Ryan. I hate you so much. But no, that was an excellent time for Big Bird to actually throw out that EX Sandblast.
That's true.
There wasn't enough reaction time for Angrybird to take it. And again, we jinxed it. We got ourselves another 5-2 set.
Sorry.
I blame you. Either way, we're going to throw it back to the analysts. I can't wait to hear about how they've anticipated the set and how they enjoyed it overall. This was easily one of the most anticipated sets just because of the fact that they are brethrens, right? And they've been training for so long together. And the fact that the Luke was finally revealed coming in from Big Bird. But again, we're going to throw it to the analysts to give them our piece to see what they hear about it.
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, look, we were hoping maybe for it to be a 5-4. It was not. Instead, it's the towel. It's the towel getting thrown in.
It's over it.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Punk, talk to me about how the match went.
I'm sorry I had to throw in the towel for you, Angrybird. You my guy, so it's understandable. But right there, I think, honestly, the biggest difference in that matchup was the V-trigger damage from Big Bird coming in. He had all the combos as I expect Big Bird always to have. He's very good at finding all the optimal combos, and he preaches that on Twitter a lot, that you need to be optimal, and he did show that a lot. And you know, Angrybird did still play really good with Rashid. I didn't expect it to be, because last time I saw him playing Rashid, he was very crazy. But here, he showed his Rashid definitely gotten a lot better. And I mean, the match was just overall was really good. Even though it looked bad, it was 5-2. It was very much closer than the score said.
Yeah, I agree with that. And both of us played his Rashid at Red Bull Kumite. Bro, I promise you, it's the wildest Rashid that you've ever seen. But he's very effective with it. But maybe that's just a casual style, because he actually switched it up, slowed it down a whole lot. But as far as why Big Bird won that, in my opinion, of course, Luke, the V-Trigger 2, very unique. But outside of that, I would say it's because how much he knows Rashid. Like, any character that he wants to use against Rashid, he's not going to let any of those whirlwinds go. As far as the gaps in between, he's jabbing it. Even on block, remember, he actually punished it on block with the stand, jab, target combo. And then the one spot that was the coolest spot, you know when someone in a dunk contest does something amazing but they brick it? That was that V-shift against the EXE. That was so sick. So you still get a 10 from me for that, Big Bird. Amazing set.
Punk, you were saying during the matches that these two players really, really hate losing to each other.
Yeah.
That's not something that they can stand. And in honor of that beef, let's check out the RB's meaty moment.
Why are you so good at that?
Well done.
That was good.
Arby's, we have the meat.
You know, half the time this match, I kept looking at their portraits. I was expecting to see one reach an arm and push the other one, because they are definitely in the same room. I think they smiled at each other at one point in time. But, I mean, look, when you have two people who have played each other this often against each other, sometimes the matchup just kind of shifts to a 5-5 because the players just know each other so well, and a lot of the advantages that characters have are nullified. in this situation, I mean, Rashid is a great character, but Luke, every time he hit, he did so much damage. Like, you just see that right there. So I felt like, you know, again, you guys are talking about that V-Trigger 2, maximizing and optimizing that V-Trigger 2 damage, I really felt like was the difference, even to the point where, you know, these two guys who play each other probably in their sleep, right? They're probably playing each other mentally. It wasn't as close as we thought it was going to be.
I really love the way Big Bird kind of approaches the character of Luke, right? We can really see why he's considered kind of the best at the character. We see so much V-Trigger 1 and people kind of utilizing the fireball game to confirm from long distance. Big Bird plays that V-Trigger 2 and he wants to get in your face because Luke has so many great forward advancing normals. That stand jab, the stand medium punch. So many things get you into that range where you're going to excel at a slugfest. So I really love him kind of using that V-Trigger 2 to make sure that all his clean whiff punishes, he has some of the cleanest whiff punishes in the game, and every single one of those gets rewarded so heavily because of that V-Trigger 2. So I love his choice. I thought Angrybird played really well as well. He had a good range of crouch heavy punch in that fireball startup. He was V-skilling some of the V-skills installs from Luke. He had good ideas, but Big Bird was just a better player today.
Let me give you a personal testimonial about Game Gooder and their sunglasses. I'm somebody who's getting a little bit older now, and I got some grays up here, but I still have oily skin like I was 20 years old. And it's actually really hard for me to find sunglasses that do not slip down my face constantly. And earlier today, I was wearing the glasses as I was driving around, walking around with some friends, and it didn't go down my face once. Honestly, like that is really hard for me to find. So thanks very much to Game Gooder for providing that service.
Is that considered frame data right there?
Oh, that's a bar. Oh, that was hard. Don DeMarco. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that.
I don't even know how to plug Arby's after that. I feel so caught off guard. I don't got no bars on that level right now, James. But of course, Arby's has been bringing the meats non-stop here at the CBT season final. They are a proud sponsor of the Pro Tour. Be sure to visit Arby's.com to order ahead at participating locations.
And the Capcom authorized mobile game Street Fighter Duel is now available for download in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau. Other regions are also coming soon. Keep a lookout for more news on the global release and get ready to join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best. We have a couple of more matches for you today. Coming up next, we're going to have NL versus Infiltration. You won't want to miss that.